Hello guys. Today we are gonna do some TWN All Stars action. Just gonna share the link and such. Had a very busy day today. Had a, Thought I would do this more in the late afternoon, but the day kind of got paced a little differently than anticipated. All right, we got some interesting matches. We got a lot of promotional belts being showcased here. Um, First one is a triple threat match between for the GSW Tap Out title. Current champ from SWA, Bob Backlund's gonna be defending against GSW's Ken Shamrock and IG and FTOA's Bret Hart. Yes, happy Saturday. How you doing, Gray Man? Nice. Man, did I miss it? I must have missed a belt deletion part on that Bob Backlund model, but I'll fix it off stream. All right, let's see how it goes. As the match gets going here, here's how the rest of the card's going to look after this match. PCCW's Goldberg is going to be challenged by IGW's JBL to win back the IGW Championship. After that, we got some tag action. Bam Bam Bigelow and and Douglas are going to defend the TWN National Tag Titles against Raven and Dreamer from PCCW. Of course, Bam Bam and Douglas are from FTOA. After that, Sabu of PCCW can defend the TWN Hardcore title against RVD. In the semi-main event, The Rock of IGW is going to defend the TWN Broadcast title against FTOA's Cactus Jack. And in the main event, Beer Money of FTOA is going to challenge UPW's Usos for the TWN Tag titles. Oh, another delayed suplex there. You mean for NXT or TWN stuff? Counter into an armbar from Shamrock. Since tap out rules are in effect, it's a triple threat, but the only way the person can win is they gotta make somebody tap out. So this is definitely going to be a much more demanding match than a typical triple threat. TWN stuff. The last thing you did was the SWE pay-per-view, from my knowledge. Let me think. Well, actually, there was, Bull Blitz 2. There was that. There might have been an All-Star episode or two. Ooh. But all that stuff's in the TWN general roleplay TWN news section, so you could look through there for some of those too. And All Stars after that. Okay. Also, as a reminder, winners of matches will get their promotion 8 popularity points. If it's for a title, there'll be even more added to that. So, there's a lot at stake here for these. Botkin's definitely dazed. Butterfly suplex. Oh, German. Crossface chicken wing. Oh! Oh, a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh, Boston Crab.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, it's being put up top. Counter. Counter again. Face crusher on Shamrock. Ooh. Counter. Knee drop on Brett. Oh, Backlund gets thrown out of the ring. Belly to belly slam. Going up top. Oh, splash. Tag team power bomb right there on Backlund. Oh, a pile driver. Oh, knees him out of the ring. Oh, counter. Can he make him tap before Brett can break it up? Oh! Oh, that's cool. I remember, that's awesome. I remember when I saw this highlight video of Nova in ECW, and he liked to do a stunner reverse DDT maneuver, or a DDT. I forgot what the DDT variation was, but it was with the stunner.
20 minutes gone.
Oh, Brett taps. Backlund retains. Wow. Yeah, he is. He's held that belt for a while. Well, we do have a couple more TWN events in case LGC still wants that belt back before the end of the season. Where is it? No, we don't want that. 30 minutes. There we go. All right, let's see how it goes. Goldberg's also the current Yeah, like they were making a big deal about it. I didn't catch what the rules for it were though. How does it function?
Give up.
Royal Rumble, okay. Ooh, counter from JBL.
1, 2,
Oh, okay.
4,
Interesting.
5, 6.
So everyone is
7,
trying. So everyone's trying to get the most like.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Great.
Interesting. Interesting. You know what? I can understand on the surface the penalty box may sound a little complex, but if you really think about it, making it 5 guys and having each one come out in 5 minutes is actually genius, because then if someone takes a fall, they get a 90-second break, and you can have 2-on-2 action when it gets towards the end of stuff. So that's actually a good way of doing stuff. Yeah.
5 minutes gone.
1, 2.
Yeah, exactly, because then that... Yeah, because you have someone that's going to try to break it up, because in some circumstances you may have some guys who may not want spear a pin to happen. Hits another spear. Oh, he's going for that jackhammer.
Ready? 1, 2.
Ooh.
Are you ready? 1, 2.
Ooh. JBL's got to toughen up here. Ooh. Toss him out of the ring.
2,
Oh, hits a spear on the outside.
4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
fallaway slam.
9, 10, 11, 12,
Oh, we got jabs.
14, 15.
Ooh. Come on, Bill. No, I need my belt back. You are his favorite. Oh shit! Another jackhammer.
10 minutes gone.
1, 2.
Oh. Another press.
1, 2.
Ooh. Oh, power bomb. Goes for a cover.
2.
Ooh. Got more jabs. Eye poke. Belly to belly slam. Another power bomb.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yes! Haha! Oh, finally. Have my belt back. Didn't want to run into another Uso situation with my tag titles. I was nervous. Goldberg was hitting so many freaking jackhammers on my guy. Thanks. Thanks. I didn't know it would be JBL because I tried. Well, that's the thing. I tried Mike Awesome and Brock Lesnar on him, and he's beat them, and which is crazy to me. But well, yeah. But the thing is, it's kind of funny because, really, in all honesty, like designing this Goldberg, I mean, it's one of the easier ones to do program-wise because he's literally going for spears and jackhammers, not necessarily right away, but very quickly. So he's definitely a kind of guy that is a little easier to do that than others. But but I can imagine though, at the same time you may, I don't know, it's kind of a double-edged sword in that regard though. Let's see, next match. Tag title stuff here. Yeah. I wonder who Bill Goldberg's tag partner should be in that regard, unless it's a 2-on-1 affair. Shane Douglas. All right. Flick Flair or something, yeah. He's just asking for a favor. Oh, okay, yeah. Brett's just on the sideline. No, the match should end when Brett sneaks in the ring and kicks Goldberg in the head, and then Brock just pins him for the win. That'll be some poeticness there if they went in that regard. Right, with the super kick. Yeah. And then HBK can be at ringside giving him a thumbs up with the super kick. But instead of pinning it, fucking Brock Lesnar puts Goldberg in a sharpshooter to do a little Survivor Series thing. just check all the Bret Hart isms late in his career. And of course, Brock Lesnar's sharpshooter will look infinitely better than whatever the fuck Brock was doing with this sharpshooter. I mean, seriously, it's just, man. Like, I know I say this a lot, but it's so weird because he does, and all the moves he does so well. And then anytime he does a sharpshooter, it's like, dude, what are you doing? This has never been a move for you, and it hasn't gotten better in all these years. I will say this about this game here. Like, out of all the promotions you could, like, really try to run in this game between, like, classic WCW, WWF, really ECW is probably the best one to do in this game, in all honesty. Yeah. Only because ECW was the only one of the 3 pay-per-views not to do anything Royal Rumble-like in their whole thing. So, you don't have to worry about that. You got all the hardcore stuff. And all that. So, it's really a good game to do ECW stuff in. Because I feel like you could replicate a lot of the matches from ECW, with the exception being like maybe like triple threat tag matches and stuff like that. Yeah, and even landmines. Even I mean, you got, yeah, exactly. So you could do a lot with ECW in this game. I mean, sure, you could do a lot with WWF and WC. You could do a lot with any promotion, but in terms of, if you were going to sit down and like, I want to be as authentic as possible as replicating promotions stuff, ECW is probably the easiest one to do. Except for maybe like other Japanese wrestling promotions, like if you're looking at American wrestling. Yeah, exactly. Funny enough, despite all the stuff ECW did, they didn't really do a lot of big gimmick matches outside of just hardcore stuff, like barbs and stuff. Like, they really kind of just... They didn't really get super, like... They didn't really overthink those kind of things. I mean, the three-way dance, of course, was kind of a big thing for them, but that's pretty rudimentary stuff. That isn't anything complex. Yeah, I think what made ECW, I think... Yeah. Yeah, I think what really helped ECW a lot is just like the authenticity of it. And they made matches count really well with just good storytelling, just being good with their shtick. And one thing... Fuck my unit. Crossbody with a cover. Dreamer. Oh, belly to belly slam. Oh, figure 4. But something people have to remember with ECW is that even though they had the hardcore TV thing since their infancy with ECW, the most that show would do is maybe show a match or two from a prior event with some heavy advertising. Like, it was only a 1-hour show. Like, it wasn't really a wrestling show. It was just kind of it was just a big time advertising thing. Like, they didn't actually get a wrestling show till like, what, 99? So for the most part, all their shtick was through pay-per-views and events. So you weren't getting like they didn't really have the opportunity to do stuff weekly like that. And so if you go rewatch their stuff, it's like, you kind like a lot of the big stuff, and there's a guy on Reddit that did a fucking amazing job with this. He took ECW, I talked about this before on streams, and he found eras. He divided them all up into eras of ECW. To be honest, the way I look at ECW, if you were in the simple way, you can look at ECW as 2 eras. outside of their territory era when they were Eastern Championship Wrestling. Like, there's the era of them before their first pay-per-view and the era of them after their first pay-per-view. That's kind of how I see it. But you can even go even further than that. Oh, Dreamer DDT. Yeah, exactly. It was definitely an interest. Yeah. let me look that up, actually, the Reddit article, because that'd be a good thing to... It's always fun to look into that.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, won it with the Pittsburgh plunge. They retained. Toys, video game. Yeah, it helped a lot. Yeah, it was. Oh, 90. Pretty decent match there. Alright, RVD and Sabu for the hardcore title. TWN hardcore title up next. Alright, I found that article for the eras. So this is I'm almost tempted to read the whole thing. Well, I won't read the whole thing in its entirety. I'll read the first part, and the rest of it's kind of more statistics. But yeah, this thing he posted. I don't remember where he posted this thing. I should save it if I somehow. But before I go through all that, I'll get this match set up here since it's gonna be hardcore. One thing I should say too is I do plan on retiring all these indie titles too. I'm a little unsure if I'm just gonna retire all of them outright, or if I might do some unification stuff and have a little bit going on in the minors. I don't know. Something I have to think about. There it is, hardcore. Then all right. See how it goes with that. Alright, so this Reddit thing on ECW eras. So he did a little thing about it, a little intro about it. So this is, first he has the Eastern Championship Wrestling era. He credits that from April 93 to August 94. Then the Birth of Extreme era he puts from August 94 to January 96. And the Feel My Pain era from January 96 to June 97. Then the Triple Threat era from June 97 to January 99. Then the whole F and Show era from January 99 to January 2000. And then the Network era from January 2000 to January 2001. And then he kind of talks about, some of this stuff might be a little bit on the opinion side, but he credits an Elite 8 of wrestlers during the whole time period as RVD, Taz, Sabu, Shane Douglas, Raven, Sandman, Dreamer, and Funk. Yes, I can do that. I don't know if he means them in any order or not. Then he puts on the best of the next level, and he puts names like Jerry Lynn, Mike Awesome, Steve Corino, Rhino, Tanaka, Just Incredible, Lance Storm, Bam Bam, Eddie Gilbert, Cactus Jack, Tajiri, Chris Candido, Too Cold Scorpio, Mikey Whipwreck, and Super Crazy. Then he goes through some tag teams. I think he ranks them, but I'm not going to go through them because I don't want to say for sure because it could just be a standard list thing. For tag teams, he puts the Dudleys, Public Enemy, Eliminators, Gangstas, RVD and Sabu, Impact Players, Pitbulls, Balls and Axel, Candido and Storm, Balls and Spike, Unholy Alliance, Mikey and Cactus, Gangstanators, Raven and Richards, joining Roadkill, and the FBI, specifically Guido and Mamaluke. Yeah, then he put together best feuds. He put Taz versus Sabu, Dreamer versus Raven, Raven versus Sandman, RVD versus Sabu, Dreamer versus Credible, Eliminators versus Gangsters, Public Enemy versus Gangsters, the Dudleys versus Gangsters, Cactus Jack versus Sandman, Shane Douglas versus Terry Funk, Shane Douglas versus the Pitbulls, Rhino versus Sandman, Terry Funk versus Eddie Gilbert, and RVD versus Jerry Lynn. Then he puts together match series, so like a series of matches. I'm not gonna really go through these because, well, I mean, there's a, well, actually, you know what? Like he put like RVD versus Sabu in '96, RVD versus Jerry Lynn in '99, Malenko versus Guerrero in '95, Awesome versus Tanaka in '99. RVD and Sabu he put 2 different years, 99 and 2000. Super Crazy versus Tajiri in 99. Awesome Tanaka in 98. I don't know why he had them 2 separate things. So maybe it is a bit more on the ranking side. I'm not sure. And then he had Super Crazy versus Tajiri and Guido in 2000. Mysterio and Psychosis in 95 and 96. Credible and Lynn in 98. Ooh. And Gangsta's Eliminators in 95. Then he put down, I think, best pay-per-view supercars. I'm gonna assume these are his thoughts in a ranked thing. That's what I'm leaning towards here. So, yeah, they were. So he put down for pay-per-view supercars notable ones. I assume is like Barely Legal '97, WrestlePalooza '97, Living Dangerously '99, WrestlePalooza '98, Heatwave 2000, Heatwave '98, Guilty as Charged '99, House Party '96. The Night the Line was Cross 93, November to Remember 94, and NWA Bloodfest 93. Then he talks about best storylines.
1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, Sabu retains. Jeez. RVD. I might have to fix the RVD model a little bit. He hasn't really been very competitive lately. Coin stopping, and the Sabu model too. Slipstream. Yeah, I think my RVD and Sabu models need a little tweaking a little bit. Now that I think about it. Sabu one, and maybe, well, actually, yeah, maybe a little bit with Sabu one. I've been noticing he doesn't do the high flying moves like he really as often as he should. RVD, I noticed for some reason lately he hasn't been going for the cover for his 5-star frog splashes, so they might need some touch-ups. Semi-main event, Catch Jack and The Rock for the TWN broadcast style. Great to see you, Slipstream Overtake Wrestling. I don't know if you've been on one of these streams before, but if you haven't, welcome to Fire Pro Show stuff. We're doing some TWN stuff here. Let's see. Oh, nice. Sweet. Yeah, this is just kind of an all-star, well, you're kind of catching the end of a specific era of TWN. We're kind of reformatting stuff after the current season. But basically what it is a bunch of guys, they each have like a promotion, and they kind of compete with match and show evaluations to like get be the best each season. That's kind of the general gist of it. Kind of think of it like a GM mode, only kind of played out through Fire Pro and record keeping. Yeah, we kind of do the stuff through a combination of the streams here and Discord. Um, let's see. But yeah, we're kind of reformatting stuff next season. So the current stuff you're seeing now, that's going to be kind of phased out probably in January because we're probably gonna get the playoffs for the current season going in January. Yeah, because guys have pretty much because how it works is like for what we have set up currently, because we went through a lot of format changes, but how it is currently right now is you have a promotion, you got an amount of wrestlers. You start off, I think, with like 16. You could start off with a singles and a tag titles to start off, and then it used to be that you earn credits, and you can use those credits to sign wrestlers, run shows, pay-per-views, and all sorts of stuff. But we're kind of changing that next season. Next season it's just going to be, because we also use popularity points as part of ranking promotions and standings, but next season it's just going to be all popularity points across the board. But yeah, it functions like old school territory NWA stuff. But next season, how it's gonna be is we're gonna have because there's a couple guys who are kind of taking a break, so we're gonna have roughly 5 promotions. So how it's gonna work next season, there's gonna be like a tour show that's gonna have a match from each promotion, and then if promotions want to do shows and whatever, they do it on their own. They book them on their own time. Because we used to use shows as a way to like as a rotational thing. Like we do weeks, and each promotion has a show to do for the week. But we kind of stopped doing that because it was just it was a lot. It started to get a little overwhelming for some people. So we're kind of switching to more of a less required format, because right now, like, people can do as little or as much as they want with stuff. That's kind of what we've been kind of moving towards. 3:30, 125. All right, that's good. And then we want Cactus Jack. Yeah, because these, like, yeah, and a lot of that is also a lot of that, and to be honest, it also will make it a bit easier for new people to join, because the thing with TWN, because it requires a lot more work, there was kind of like a more of a step-by-step process for someone to like fully join, because there's work that goes into setting stuff up, because I do all the setup to all these, because we like logos and ring designs and wrestlers, even because all the wrestlers are all on an even playing field. I have a system, like a 226 point system of value and everything. I try to make them as close to the real one as possible, like in AI and move sets. That's a big thing too, is the move sets. That takes up a lot of time, actually, is making sure I get move sets as accurate as possible. So but with the new format, because before a promoter would have to be like, because a lot of promotions had 2 promotions that they did. 2 promotions that they did. And how it was that each promoter would have to book a whole show, well, not a week real time, but a week in rotation as we do things. And yeah, it can be. I mean, I enjoy doing them because I like discovering things about wrestlers, but there's definitely times where I'm like, oof, this is a lot. Yeah, and I got a lot on my thing right now because I'm also doing a thing called Legends League. I've been doing that last couple months. It's kind of a slight offshoot to when I first started doing Fire Pro on the channel. There was a thing we did called Legends League, but I had to stop and reformat it because it was taking too long. And I went back to it recently, and I doing this whole thing with it. And it's pretty much just, we actually are doing the finals for it tomorrow evening, of the top 12 guys from all that. And that's gonna offshoot into its own show, and that show's just gonna be pretty much a hybrid of pure match requests and from everywhere, from anyone, and like the top 12 being kind of this pseudo thing I'm kind of booked with and stuff. So that's kind of the place for like pure like, hey, I want to see like Ming and Terry Funk fight for the WCW Hardcore title in a steel cage kind of stuff. Or I want to see Bockwinkel defend the AWA championship against John Moxley or something, you know? Just stuff, this random junk like that. That's kind of what that's gonna be. But yeah, currently right now we're gonna have yeah, exactly. That's kind of where that stuff is, and also at the same time in a pseudo way, because the same guys I use in Legends League I use in TWN. So if somebody in TWN is like, hey, I want to see how these guys work together, they can do that. And they can go from there, as opposed to trying to set up and book a whole ass show or thing, you know, just for 1 or 2 matches. But yeah, but next season, how it's going to be formatted is because instead of promoters being able to have 2 promotions, there's to be like a major league level of promotions and a minor league promotion minor league level of promotions, which would be like developmental and stuff. And that will be all the promotions, second promotion or whatever promotion they want under there. There's a couple promoters that don't have a second promotion. They'll just pick a name and whatever, and they'll just put guys in whenever they feel like it. And
are you ready?
And it's just gonna be standard like standings and stuff. Cause like I was saying, like, cause beforehand, like, promoters would have to book 2 shows of 6 matches and a bunch of stuff per week as a requirement. But with the new format, the most somebody would have to do minimally is 1 match per quote-unquote world tour episode. Because when we first started it, how we did it was that we had like 6 promotions, and each 3 promotions would be on per show, and each promotion would get 3 matches. So it'd be like 3 small shows in 1 show. Oh, he stole the double arm DDT.
Bring it.
With the main event being like for one of the TWN titles, like the overall titles or whatever. And we did that for a bit, but then promotions got bigger, and it wasn't logical to have a promotion only have 3 matches when they have like 20 to 30 guys. So we moved to a show format where guys would have shows, and they would have show ratings based on match evaluation average. But that format only really worked with everyone having to book. And some people just were busier than others, and they couldn't always book the same pace as everyone else because, you know, work and life and all that.
Are you ready?
So it wasn't always a kind system for everyone. So that's kind of why we ended up going the other way with it. So
are you ready?
The hope with it is that it kind of makes things a lot less like,
bring it.
And hopefully could lead to more people joining over time, because it's one of those things that the more people that are kind of in it, the more fun can be had, because a lot of the encouragement of it is like collaboration,
Are you ready?
which can lead to a lot of fun stuff.
Are you ready?
But going for that people's elbow it is. Ooh. But yeah, but a lot of that stuff I have on my Discord, like the rules and how things go. I will say I do need to update it because a lot of those rules and stuff are from an old system that we're not going to use anymore. So that's a little bit of something on the to-do list. But there's a lot of stuff like we don't have title history, but we have like promotion rosters and stuff. Ooh. And current champs, Hall of Fame. We have a Hall of Fame. I kind of laugh about that sometimes, but yeah, we have those things and stuff. It's been going. I forgot when we started doing this. I think the reason why we started doing it was because because at the time I was running like a single wrestler EFED thing with guys who are doing promotions now. They were just wrestlers, so we were doing that along with doing the fire promoter mode in this game. And while I was doing it, I was thinking, you know what, this would be a fun thing to do with multiple people. And I was just thinking, because I don't think the game mode really doesn't allow that level of control. Not really, not the level I would like to do. So I was just thinking, you know what, with the way the game's designed, I can do all this shit free mode in exhibition and stuff, and just do some of it paper style, write some stuff down and whatever, you know, and we're good to go. So that's kind of when that happened, because we had some, and I asked if anyone wanted to do it, and we had some guys said sure, and then it kind of spiraled from there. Oh man, he's busted open.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah, the rest of the ECW era article I'll share on Discord. There's a lot of good stuff in that thing. Yeah, we're trying to... We kind of had a dead year this year for TWN stuff. We actually started the current season, like, in the spring of this year. We usually don't take that long, but, you know, it was just a dead year for everybody. We've been going full hard in this game for a while, so it was just kind of one of those times where we just kind of needed to do other stuff. But yeah, I stream almost every day. It's mostly Fire Pro, but I do other stuff too. Like right now I'm doing like Here Comes the Pain Season Mode review. I might actually do some of that tomorrow, actually, before the Legends League event. Oh, man, that's so gruesome looking. Oh, he makes him tap. Cactus Jack makes the Rock tap to a simple leg lock. Look at that. Rock looks so disgusting. Oh, my God. That's funny. Yeah, well, my guy lost the belt, but... Oh, 91, an instant classic there. But yeah, but there's definitely no shortage of Fire Pro stuff. We're actually getting close to the 700th episode of it, so I gotta think of what stuff we could do for it. The last special thing we did was I recreated the Starcade 97 event, so I have to be kind of creative with it. We have at least one title change tonight. We'll have to see if Beer Money can beat the Usos for those TWN tag titles here. Main event time with those. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of it. I mean, some promotions do some story stuff, and they do post them on the Discord. So if you kind of want some connect the dots stuff, that is there. Um, all right, let's see how it goes. But yeah, now I think about it, I really should put together a list of wrestlers I've converted over. Because I think it might make it easier to people to request certain wrestlers if they kind of seem that's already been done up. But yeah, I got a lot of guys to do because when we started on Legends League, because I idiotically thought I could do 32 guys per bracket in the league mode in this game. And then we went through the whole process of selecting and drafting everyone. And then I go to set it up and I realize, oh shit, it's only 16 per bracket. So we had to cut out half the guys from that. So I'm doing like a couple contenders, 32-man contenders tournaments with the remainder. But I still got to convert a lot of those remainder guys over. So I mean, they're all half done. I just gotta do move sets, which is like 50% of the time anyway, but some guys are easier than others, though. Really, the hardest ones to do are guys that are either super new or super old. Because the old guys, a lot of their big moves are like small, medium moves in this game, so you really have to dig to find moves of that equation that are built to be like big moves. And then for the newer guys, a lot of their moves aren't even in the game because they're new, so you have to like find them and download them and stuff. And the trick with all that too is you're kind of limited on space, especially on PS4. But I will say this, I hear a lot of Fire Pro guys on Steam like kind of critique the amount of space you have in PS4. There is a fixed limit on PS4 compared to Steam version. The Steam version it depends on your computer and what there's available. But I will say this, I've had this game since 2020, and really, in all honesty, the only time I've had issues with space is with moves. But, really, in all honesty. But I did it wrong, though, because when I first got it... Oh, look at that! When I first got it, I just downloaded everything like a freaking madman and didn't keep track of shit. And I had to spend a long time, like, adjusting stuff, because I had to develop a system of downloading moves to... Yeah, but to be honest, even the space in this game is very generous. It's just the only thing you really have to watch for. Moves, definitely, and this one a little bit, but not as much music. Because with moves, I made a rule, and this is for me, it depends on what you're looking for with the game, but for me, I don't download small, medium grapple moves. Oh, look at that. Almost in tandem. With some very minor exceptions. Very minor exceptions. I only download front grapple moves, and maybe moves from other positions too, but mostly only moves that fall under a guy I'm converting. Like, it's a move that's either not in the game or a move that's done in a way that is done by that guy. Or like a medium style move that's done in big grapple form in big damage. Although I just learned kind of the last couple months that I could convert stuff over. Because when I was trying to get guys, because I was trying to avoid, because some guys, they're definitely a certain style, but they have moves that really drain it, the stamina, so I was trying to find the moves that didn't drain it as bad. And then I realized a few months that in the move editor, I can just clone it and just change the style from like whatever to like the other one, and then it works perfectly. So like, for example, like having like a back switch for a power guy, instead of like letting it slide with an E stamina drain, I could just go to it, change it from technical to power, and then I have a back switch for power guys, and it won't drain their stamina, because there's some power guys that do use back moves, and sometimes you kind of have to crank the back switch a little bit for some guys to get them to actually use back grapple moves. But little things like that, I did that for a lot of moves, and it saved me a lot of space to just do that, as opposed to try to, like, go through all the Fire Pro sites to find that one move that fits with my guy's style. That typically doesn't. And man, I could make videos about some of the stuff I learned. I wish I really need to make time for some of this stuff, because I know there a lot of Fire Pro, like, pro guys, like, have it down, but I know a lot of guys who are just getting to Fire Pro even now, and they're trying to get stuff going. They may not always catch those things right away like me. Yeah, and I have the Steam version too. That's kind of my backup one once the PS4 or online store gets, like, oh wow, we got new champions. DPS is gonna be happy to see that. But yeah, but I've learned lots of stuff, like the music stuff especially. Like I had to learn that fast, because basically what the music stuff is, and it's a bit more complex than doing it on the Steam with entrances and background music. But my basic rule is, because you're gonna have to edit the tunes if you download them, unless you don't care and you're only gonna build like a specific roster. Like, you really, like, if you're going for entrances, I dare only have it between 30 seconds and a minute. I kind of lean more towards a minute for a lot of them, because sometimes you want them to go well with tags and group entrances. But most of the entrance is like 60 seconds, 65, most maybe a minute 15 if it's really elaborate. But for background music, I'd say just like 2.5 minutes for background music for matches. And that's kind of the most I'll do. I've gotten very, like, strict on stuff, but it's funny because recently, because to make a shortcut to delete moves, because every time I convert a guy, I would have to delete moves on my PS4 to make room for new moves for the guy. I unsubscribed to all the moves so I could just get rid of that two-step process and delete it and be done. But my game went through a thing, and all the moves were deleted. Like, all the created moves were deleted. And I had to go through all the wrestlers I have converted to look through the numbers and then download them from those numbers that were missing, the missing number thing. But to be honest, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because I had a lot of moves downloaded that weren't assigned to wrestlers and I just didn't pull the trigger on yet. And it forced me to get rid of them, and it's kind of been a blessing in disguise, because I haven't really thought about them. So sometimes it's blessings in disguise sometimes, but yeah, you definitely want to watch the space a little bit with these games. So you definitely got to really think about, like, how you want to put stuff when and where. But yeah, streaming schedule wise, there'll be a couple streams tomorrow. Legends League, the top 12 tournament. If you want to know who the competitors are, it is posted on Discord in the YouTube community section, but I will say them here just because I'm have it up. So you're gonna see Edge, Christopher Daniels, Sabu, Drew McIntyre, Jay Briscoe, Christian, Shamrock, Ken Shamrock, Jerry Lynn, Vader, Masahiro Chono, Mike Awesome, and Rick Rude. Those 12 guys are going to be in that tournament, and the winner's going to be the LLW champion going into the offshoot show we're going to have right after the stream. Roughly around sometime after the stream, I'm going to make posts to YouTube and Discord looking for match requests. And I will be looking to do the first LLW show in January. That want to give you guys some time to put in match requests. Put in as many as you like. I don't know how many I'll do per show. Probably like at minimum 3, because I plan the shows on being like maybe 6 to 8 matches, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna orchestrate stuff with that. But definitely put in as many as you want. I have a little section in the Campy Discord in the Legends League part of it where there is a match request like chat thing that you can put match requests in. You can also put them in YouTube as well. And also earlier that day, because the tournament will take place tomorrow evening. Earlier that day, I am gonna probably do some SmackDown Here Comes the Pain season mode. That's gonna be kind of maybe early afternoon to afternoonish, roughly. I don't have specific times for the tournament though. I don't. I'm gonna say expect it no later. No, it won't be any earlier than 5 Eastern Standard Time. It will be later than that. It might be between. It'll definitely be later than 5, but I don't know when. I will make a post on YouTube and Discord when I'm about to get it started. So definitely kind of keep an eye out. But yeah. But then after that, after tomorrow, Monday, there's not going to be any streams. Tuesday, there will be something. Probably, if anything, Here Comes the Pain, but I'm not quite sure when, and if it's going to be the only one or not. Probably the only one, just because there's not really anything lined up. Because next Wednesday will be the TWN pay-per-view. Will be the final pay-per-view of the current format before we switch to more of a seasonal-based pay-per-view format. And I have nothing lined up for it at all. So if people have rematches from this event or anything they want seen in that, feel free to do so. There is a small chance I might do some indie title unification at that event too, to fill up some of the matches, because it'll be a 10-match event. But I'll have to think about it. That'll be Wednesday. And then we'll go from there once I figure stuff out. But yeah, outside of all that, though, that's going to do it for this specific stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find the link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab on our channel as well. You can access that anywhere, anytime. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.